I'm gonna just stick with kind of an easy one, and it's Edge in AEW.
Mm,
Just it's fallen flat to me. I don't know where you go from here.
I predicted this, remember? Do you remember I predicted this?
Probably did.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I just why you gotta be right like all the time? It's very
This is
annoying.
this is
Okay.
why I tell you to listen to me when you try to tell me that I'm wrong. I'm like, I'm telling you this is what's going to happen, and that's what happened.
Yeah, I know, but
So,
it's so
I mean,
much
I
more
don't want to be
fun.
right about these things,
That's
but
true.
I mean, it's
It's a
just
blessing and a curse.
yeah.
But it's like I with the whole Sting thing and certain things, other things happening, you just don't care that he's there right now. Maybe that's an okay thing because they're not going into like a go home like massive pay-per-view. The basically AEW Revolution at this point is just the Sting's last pay-per-view ever. And so you can kind of fly under the radar, but still I just
I
don't.
I kind of feel like I know what the issue is. Other than the fact that it's like 45-year-old or however old Edge is.
Mhm.
That's only exciting for so long. You know what I mean? And it's like because he's not 25 in his prime and you know that he's going to be around forever and can do all these crazy things. Like that's not happening. I think part of the issue is they should have come back and like teased him and Christian having, had an interaction and whatever, but they shouldn't have gone full force into that
They
to
went
begin
right
with.
into it. They went
Yeah, I
too quick
think
into it.
that's what everybody wanted to see. That was basically one of the only things that people wanted to see when they said that he was going to be returning or going to be going to AEW. So the fact that they already been there, done that, like moved on kind of. It's like, yeah, okay, well, what's the excitement for now? Cuz it's like they should have waited on that kind of like when we've talked about Punk and Rollins and now that might
Mhm.
happen, but it's like you don't have to do that right away unless
No.
there was some sort of reason that Punk wasn't going to be around for a few years, which we know he had signed a multi-year deal. So it's like it's not like he signed a 1-year deal and it's like okay, no, we have to get as much stuff as we can as quickly as we
Mhm.
can. But with Edge, I just think yeah, they should have held off on that, teased it a bit more, like built up to it because then people would be still interested and still wanting to see him because it was like, wait, is it going to be this week that he's going to go after Christian? What is this? What is this? What is this? I feel like
Yeah.
that is what it is.
That's how you slowly lure fans into your product is by slowly teasing it.
Mhm.
Like you don't have a TV series and they announce the big plot twist in the 3rd episode
Yeah,
of a
exactly.
10-episode series. You just
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah.
You got to think of it like that. And in this current state of wrestling, it's one of my biggest complaints. I think one of my biggest complaints in the current state of wrestling is that fans are demanding so much to happen so fast because we have an outlet to get that out. And it's a great thing that the fans can let that voice be heard, and it's also a curse that they can let their voice be heard because they don't know everything.
Well, and it's also the problem when the owner of the company spends half of his day every
Oh
single
yeah.
day on social media.
Yeah,
So,
that's another thing is when you have promoters of said companies who are spending their time hanging out with these
yeah.
IWC people.
Yeah, being
So
a fan themselves. So,
it's just a rough look. So
yeah.
you're gonna have some bad stuff. You're gonna
Yeah.
have some bad stuff.